Threat is still very real. Investigators are saying they're maintaining that threat level of 4, which is the highest threat level that they could possibly allow. And the airport, as we were reporting, staying closed through tomorrow. All the other means of transportation, though, in Brussels being reopened today.
And almost as soon as this happens, you say, what would the candidates do in this moment if they were president? Joining us right now on the couch, he answered that question yesterday, and we'll ask him as we get the updates today. Senator Ted Cruz, welcome back.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good to be with you guys.
As this thing unfolds, your thought. I mean, these are allies, NATO allies, and you see this dense city in a major thoroughfare.
Well, all of us, our thoughts and prayers are with the families, with those who were murdered and those who were wounded, and especially the 3 Americans, the Mormon missionaries who were wounded in the terror attack in Brussels.
Right.
And what this attack, I think, really reminded everyone is this was not a lone wolf. This was not an isolated incident. It is part of a global jihad that is being waged by radical Islamic terrorism, that is being waged by ISIS.
Right.
And this is a time that really underscores we need a commander-in-chief who will identify the enemy, identify it by name, and do everything necessary to defeat radical Islamic terrorism and to destroy ISIS.
Let me ask you this, Senator. How different would Hillary Clinton's approach be to prosecuting this war against ISIS as opposed to our current commander-in-chief?
You know, there's no reason to think Hillary would be any different from Barack Obama. If you look at foreign policy, I mean, Hillary was the architect of the Obama foreign policy that has been a disaster across the world. I mean, it has been the Obama-Clinton-Kerry foreign policy. And every region of the world has gotten worse under their leadership. We've abandoned our friends and allies. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton have been the most hostile administration in history to the nation of Israel. And the weakness and appeasement from this administration has led to the rise of radical Islamic terrorism. And what's bizarre is the political correctness that they will not even say the words radical Islamic terrorism. Instead, after every attack, after Paris, after San Bernardino, the president goes on television and lectures Americans on Islamophobia.
Well, Senator,
enough is enough.
That's because Islam is a peaceful religion.
They are so captive to political correctness that they will not identify the enemy, and they don't do what's needed to stop it.
What is your plan for immigration here for our country and for the borders? Because a lot of people are worried about this with the refugees in Syria. Are we going to allow them into our country? Because many of them could be terrorists.
That is exactly right, and Obama and Hillary's plan to bring tens of thousands of Syrian Muslim refugees to this country, it's lunacy. It's the product of that political correctness because they don't acknowledge the threat. ISIS has said they intend to infiltrate those refugees. That's part of where the Paris attackers came from. And the head of the FBI, James Comey, who was appointed by Barack Obama, he told Congress the FBI cannot vet these refugees to make sure they're not ISIS terrorists.
Right.
It makes no sense, and we need a president, a commander-in-chief, whose first responsibility is to keep America safe. That's what I'll do as president.
Now, we just talked to Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. He used to run the DIA. He left very disgruntled. He's going to write a book about it. And he essentially said every moment matters, that we allow ISIS to exist. Did Congress and the president drop the ball in allowing ISIS to take root? Because I know you were against going into Syria.
Well, look, going into Syria, what the president proposed there was a unilateral military attack that would have been utterly ineffective. He was targeting Assad. We need to be targeting ISIS. And as president, I will utterly destroy ISIS. We will use overwhelming air power, carpet bomb them into oblivion. We will take out...
That would kill a lot of civilians, carpet bombing.
We wouldn't be directing it at civilians. We would be directing it...
But they are in with civilians.
But we would take out their command and control facilities. We would take out their infrastructure. We'd take out their communication. We'd take out their transportation. We'd take out the oil fields. We'd take out their refineries. We'd take out their troops. We use overwhelming air power. And then we arm the Kurds, our boots on the ground, who are fighting them now. We arm them, and then we embed special forces. But the difference is we wouldn't do what we're doing now, which is have rules of engagement that tie our troops' hands behind their back. If and when we use military force, we use overwhelming power and kill the enemy.
Would you engage in torture? Donald Trump was saying he would engage in
interrogation. Waterboarding.
Waterboarding, right.
Look, America has never engaged in torture, and we're not about to. But what we do need is a commander-in-chief that is focused on completely destroying ISIS. And I will say, listen, every jihadist across the face of the globe should understand that their day of reckoning is coming. On January 2017, this era of appeasement will end. And we are coming after the jihadists. We're not coming to negotiate with them. We're not coming to capture them. We're coming to kill them.
Yeah. Senator, we're learning more. You know, a lot of people haven't heard about the threat, the terror threat coming out of one particular neighborhood in Brussels. And, you know, apparently there's not good community relations between the police